Hey guys, welcome to Flat Top King. Hey, today is all about memories. Country style fried pork chops. My dad used to make them when I was little, and I cannot wait to make them today. Throw little sides in there, and we got a great dinner. You guys stay tuned. So this is the deal. It's actually very simple. We're gonna do some peas, saute some mushrooms, and I've got some garlic I'm gonna slice up because I absolutely love fried garlic when it gets crispy. Along with that, just love it. The pork chops, very simple. We're gonna dredge those, get those frying, add a little something to those. And then in the house right now, just to get the water going, I've got some a potato that I've chopped up, make homemade mashed potatoes. Got my skillet on the Weber 28-inch today. Make a little cream gravy out of this, maybe some drippings from the fried pork chops. And then we're gonna have basically fried pork chops, mashed potatoes and gravy, and peas and mushrooms. One of my all-time favorites.
And we got giant slices of chocolate cake in the fridge for dessert.
I got a mosquito attacking me. Yeah, we got that too. Let's go. All right, first things first. We are going to season the pork chops. I believe when you're doing a small batch like this, it's very important to season your meat. I'm not really concerned about the flour. So we're just gonna use a little bit of this on there. Good all-purpose seasoning. Salt, pepper, garlic, and butter. Get that going. Okay. To the bowl. 2 eggs.
You know how many eggshells we have in our yard?
I looked it up. You know, some people say you add eggshells to your garden because of protein from the eggshells.
Well,
and they're good. So that's why
our grass should be fantastic. You all don't see. He cracks eggs and just throws them out into the yard.
A little hot sauce. That's true. Come back in just a little bit more of that shake. And then on the pork chops, just for my flavor liking, I'm gonna add just a little bit more onion powder on one side. And then a little bit of paprika for color on one side as well. Add just a very light splash of milk. And then we're gonna beat this up, and this is gonna be our wet dredge. Little flour to our bowl. This is gonna be our double dipping stage. Flour first, egg wash, and then back to the flour. You can go ahead and season this if you want to, but like I said, when you're only dealing with that small amount of protein, I've never found it. I'd rather season it when it comes off the griddle, maybe like a light coating. I've never found that seasoning your flour at this point is the world's greatest idea. I think it's a waste of seasonings, so that's why we do it that way. All right, so our dredging station's set up. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is start off with some oil and butter. Like I said, I love that fried garlic. Just add that garlic in there. Let it start doing its thing, and then we're gonna add the mushrooms and the peas in a second. See how we're starting to get some color on that garlic? You don't want to overdo it. You're not trying to burn the garlic. Just get a little color on there. Add those mushrooms. Ooh, it smells good. A little salt, a little fresh pep. All right, our pork chops, simple. First dredge into the flour. Now some people use buttermilk. I think it's a great addition. You really don't have to do a double dredge. I would just do buttermilk first and then into the flour. But I think on the griddle, I think it just creates like a different texture. It's a little bit thick for me, for my liking. But it's very, 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 very common. I would much rather use buttermilk when you deep fry. Dust off the excess, egg wash, and then back into the flour. We're going to do the other one the same exact way. See how we got those crispy garlic cloves right there? Just add those peas. It's going to slow down the cooking dramatically. The steam's going to come out. It's going to help soften those mushrooms. Looking good on that right there. All right, when the peas are done, that garlic's fragrant, fried. Just gonna remove that from the heat, make a little bit more space. The quick way, like a cheater's way, I know it's very, very not traditional, but it works. To get a smooth mashed potato, just overcook your potatoes. The difference is you want to make sure you dry them out. You don't want them soggy, okay? So, all right, you're just trying to dry it out for a minute. You see all that moisture escaping? The last thing you want to do right now is just go ahead and everything in there right away, whether it be cream, butter, cream cheese, whatever you like to put in your mashed potatoes, because you haven't had a chance to dry out your potatoes yet, okay? So just dry them out once they're overcooked a little bit. I didn't say soggy, just overcooked a little bit. And you'll be fine. A little oil down for shallow frying. Just a couple knobs of butter for each piece. Maybe a little bit more oil down. Now we're going to start shallow frying these. My oil is going to run this way, which is fine. I'll just use my bench scraper, pull the oil back, and we'll start checking the temp. We're going to shoot about 145 for these pork chops. You have to resist the urge of getting thick cut pork chops. It takes a while for these things to cook. They're not completely submerged. Thinner is better. I mean, you don't want paper thin, but try to fight the urge of getting those thick cut pork chops.
How thick would you say ours are?
Oh, jeez, I couldn't even tell you. Maybe half an inch. All right, potatoes have dried out. See how there's not really a lot of steam escaping right now? Put some butter. I like mine with a lot of pepper. Good pinch of salt. Just a quick glug of heavy cream, milk, doesn't matter.
Is this like a speed mashed potato recipe?
Well, it's just one potato.
Oh yeah, that's true. I was gonna say, it seems like this meal is coming together pretty quickly.
It happens in a hurry. We left some skin on just because that's how we did it growing up. Obviously, you can take all the skins off, keep all the skins on. Doesn't matter. But you can see I don't have a masher. I don't have anything. I just use basically, of course, we don't care if they're actually like completely creamy either. But my dad typically likes it a little bit lumpy anyways. See right there. Beautiful, quick and easy mashed potatoes. Okay, keep that. All right, so we're just checking around. Like I said, we're pulling that oil back and forth. And when you flip, you should have a little golden brown crust just like that. Good night. Oh yeah. Ooh, that's a good crust. Ooh. Let those bad boys do its thing. All right, we got 2 tablespoons of butter that's been melted in our skillet with that leftover flour with all those seasonings already in there. I'm just gonna use that. It's got a little seasoning in there, no reason to waste it. Just like you would use in the skillet, I'm gonna use a little bit of that oil, that flavoring right inside there. Just give the gravy just a little bit more flavor. Keep frying these. All right, once your flour's cooked down a little bit, you can see we changed color a little bit. Just add your milk. All right, once your gravy starts getting thick, just go ahead and season it with salt and pepper. See how it's starting to thicken up a little bit? Coat the bottom of the skillet. I know a lot of people want to use like a pot like this to make gravy in, but really and truly, when you're talking about a griddle cooking, the more flat surface you have, the better you are, because the more heat it can pick up through the skillet. So imagine the surface of this versus the surface of that, and you're able to pick up the heat a lot faster, which will get your ingredients hotter faster as well. Did I just mumble?
No, I think
you understand.
I think it made sense. Yeah.
Close
There's
enough.
more surface area that's in contact with the griddle surface here.
Correct. Look at that deep golden crust. That's cast iron worthy right there. Holy smokes. All right, our pork chops are finishing up right now. We're just going to serve this family style. Nice amount of those buttery mashed potatoes. Those nice golden pork chops. Whoo! Just like Granny and Dad used to do. We always just had white bread on the side with a little butter. Then just take a little bit of this cream gravy. Now that, country style fried pork chops with all the fixings. Now this is a portion of one. And then a nod to my growing up. There's the white bread with butter, because that's exactly how we used to do it. All right, guys, there you go. That's some country style fried pork chops on the Weber 28-inch griddle. Homemade mashed potatoes, that crispy garlic, mushrooms, peas, just a little bit of light seasoning in those. Got my granny's good old bread and butter. That's exactly how we used to have it. Oh, that cream gravy too. Now look, before you look at my shirt and make a comment, somebody had to do dishes in the family. The dish is one. That's all I can say. Just juicy as can be. Might go still a little bit more gravy. That's good. I can't even eat left-handed, but I'll shove this all in my... Oh yeah. Growing up, that was the money shot right there. You got the pork, you got the gravy with the mashed potatoes acting like a glue for the peas.
I can't stand that.
This piece of bread growing up was a hot dog bun, a hamburger bun, a gravy bun. There's just certain things that you make that brings back so much memories, and it's odd that we get comments and I'll make something and they'll just come up with all these memories, and it makes me happy because I'm glad I'm making them happy. But this is one of them. This is one of them. So Dad, cheers to you. All right, guys, there you go. If you guys are interested, we have a join button down below. It's a membership program. We thank each and every one of you for taking time for doing so. Check us out on the Griddle group on Facebook. Is where we talk about griddles, where we talk about fried pork chops, whatever you want to talk about, food related, we got it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press that subscribe button, pound the notification button, share it with your friends. Peace. Peace, peace, peace.
Lunchtime.
Breakfast time. Oh, country fried pork chops with country gravy and eggs and hash browns.